I'm coming to you in the afternoon. I've been giving it some great thought. I really love President Trump. I think he's doing a fantastic job. He will go down, God willing, one of the greatest presidents in American history. There's no doubt about it. But I have to give some constructive criticism in two areas. Number one, the Epstein files should be released. I don't believe that they would show that he had anything to do with underage women or sex trafficking or anything to that effect, and whatever the cause, because frankly, Epstein probably was an agent of the deep state. They probably were blackmailing people. Trump had nothing to do with it. Perhaps President Trump and Pam Bondi and Bongino and Patel are protecting a foreign intelligence interests, or for that matter, our own CIA, which doesn't deserve to be protected. That most people believe, and I believe, the CIA was responsible for the assassination of John Kennedy. Today, we don't know really who killed Bobby Kennedy Sr. Even Bobby Kennedy Jr. doesn't believe it was Sirhan. We know that Martin Luther King's own family doesn't believe that James Earl Ray was the assassin. And government, frankly, you can't believe much of anything that they say. And that's why it needs to be released. And the president needs to give the order, take the monkey off of Pam Bondi's back, because I think she's doing a good job too, and I like her. But it's not the right thing to do. There clearly is a cover-up that's going on. And the American people need to demand accountability. And even Alan Dershowitz, who apparently was wrongly accused of having sex with one of the underage women of Jeffrey Epstein, says there is a client list. He says he knew it. And of course, Dershowitz represented Jeffrey Epstein, not a high point in his career, I might add. But he does know, and he said it can't be released because it's under seal. So it's important to maintain the credibility of this administration, that President Trump order that all the information comes out. And if nothing else, then details about the alleged suicide, because any normal, rational human being knows this was not a suicide. No way. Absolutely no way. And then the other area where I think President Trump needs to move on here is that he did a fantastic job working with Israel with regard to Islamic Republic of Iran, taking out the nuclear facilities. But that only will happen for so long. We don't know where the Iranian is. The Iranians will surely attempt to build one again. And as I've said many times, when you get someone down like John McEnroe used to in tennis, 5-0, you finish them off. It's time that we finish off this evil Iranian satanic regime. Because the Iranian people are not the Iraqi people. They're very sophisticated. They're well educated. Not that the Iraqi people couldn't be, but over time, everything degenerated there. They're ready to take control of this country. There wouldn't be a disintegration. Many Iranians in this country would probably go back to try to reclaim their homeland, becoming dual citizens. Iran could potentially be a great ally of Israel, even, and of course the United States. And we know that under the Shah, it was. It was Jimmy Carter who threw the Shah under the bus, by the way, with the help of our corrupt, incompetent, and dishonest CIA, which frankly, it's not even, when you get to competency, how could you even compare it to the Mossad in Israel? I mean, this is the gang that can't shoot straight, other than assassinating people. So this is my helpful suggestion. It's a critical suggestion for President Trump that we want to succeed, and he's doing a fantastic job. But we can't be afraid to say the truth. And, there are people out there like Mark Levin, and frankly, I listen to him sometimes as well. I've known Mark a long time from afar. I've tried to be his friend. He's not the nicest person in the world, I can tell you that. But he is bright. But everything he does, he shades because he wants to be friends with President Trump and wants to get the accolades and everything else. Sometimes you have to tell it like it is. You can't be, excuse the French, a kiss ass. So I'm trying to help the president here. He needs to take the monkey off of the back of Pam Bondi, Kash Patel, Dan Bongino, and others. And he needs to order everything put out on the table. That's my message for today. Go to freedomwatchusa.org. We are your real Justice Department. We are helping the Trump Justice Department with what we do with judges, corrupt judges. We're bringing them in front of citizens' grand juries. We're holding them accountable in court. We have cases against the Chinese Wuhan lab, Dallas, Texas, where we're pushing the class action to collect the damages. We're having to force a judge to take action. He's scared of the communist Chinese, no surprise. And we have a very important case in Florida, among many others, where we have sued Joe Biden, Jill Biden, his lovely corrupt wife, his doctor, Kenneth Connor, who took the Fifth Amendment yesterday before Congress, and Kamala Harris over the fraud that they committed by telling the American people that Joe Biden was mentally and physically fit for office, not just in 2020, but in the 2024 election. Follow that case. Go to freedomwatchusa.org, contribute to our cause with tax-deductible contributions. We need your help. We need to get bigger. We need more paralegals. We need more office space. We need more lawyers. And we need people like you to support us, because we can't do it without you. And we thank you for your support. God bless you. God bless your family. God bless this country. Remember, the Father and Son will only help us if we help ourselves. Thank you for listening to me. I'll be back tomorrow with another special podcast.